Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Uh, in our previous section, we created some chart and saw that how easy it is using the VBA. You can quickly draw the chart, and using the macro recording, you can quickly take them. So you don't need to remember the syntax. All the code writing job is mostly done by the computer itself. So let's run our program so that the revision is done, and then we can proceed to our today's topics, right? So let's, if you can remember, to go to the code, Alt F11, right? And then in the summary report, we do these three things. The code is just these lines. After exit sub, there are these procedures for which we do go sub. The go sub is something like this, that you are telling to the computer to go to this set of instructions which are at the close of this current procedure, and perform it and come back. So that means whenever it is performed, there has to be a return command. Yeah, close all. Yeah, it is doing all these things, and then there is a return command. Yeah, this command will take return the control to from where it started. It started from here, so the next line will be executed, right? So the go sub is the difference between the go sub and the other procedures is that other procedures start with the sub and end sub and end with the end sub, whereas for the go sub routine, it does not start with the sub, rather it starts directly with this name with a and followed by a colon and within the same procedure, right? So this how it is uh, performed. So this is the administration of our code, organization of our code. This how we do. Means sometimes we directly write the statement, initializing a variable, it is a statement, right? And workbook activate, this is a statement, this is a command, right? Then file path is equal to this sheet and this range and whatever it is, and then put a backslash. So this is another statement. Now this statement is the mother of further set of statements, right? This statement is pointing out, it is telling to the computer that go and perform this job and come back here. Okay, so when and come back here means there has to be a return command. If it does not find a return command, it will give you error that you are sending me to somewhere where there is no point of return, so I can't go there. So whenever a go sub is used, the system first of all check whether this name, this set of instructions are available within the current procedure or not. If they are, then next thing is that if the last thing in those statements, the last statement is return or not. Any of this thing is not found, then it will give you error, right? So this is the go step. And sometimes right? This is the procedure which in that program is following, right? Now you press it again, find next, so it will get you back here. You started from here. So we are at the moment running this summary report that will do what? First of all, initialization of some variable that are to be used later on. Next is perform any closing of the unwanted Excel sheets. If they are open, they will be closed. If not open, okay, it will return without doing anything. Third, this procedure will put the file names given in the predefined folder, right? So that's our YouTube files. Names are picked up from that folder and placed in the index sheet so that the system can consolidate it. So starting from the first file and doing this, right, until it reaches to the blank row, then it terminates and shows you the summary, right? And after the summary is produced, then it takes you to plot the chart, right? So this is the whole thing. But these commands have further commands which are written. Some are written in the go sub manner. These are the go sub, yeah, that is within the current procedure. You can see the current procedure is all the way written current summary report, right? If you click here, it is still summary report. If you click here, it is still summary report. But as soon as you go to find this, now it is not a summary report. You are now out of the procedure, the summary report procedure. So let's get back. We are back in the current summary report, right? So let's run it so that we see that what's happening now. Now it is preparing the summary, putting all the bottom lines from all these files, and that's all. So here is the it is saying this, okay, parent. So dot end. This is a typing mistake, right? Okay, no problem. So while plotting the chart, it got this error. Fair enough. You say okay. Now b2 dot select. This is not an end. b2 dot select. It should be select. Okay. If we remove this, it is still going to function. Let's press F5. Right. So the chart is okay, is created, and the summary, first of all, the summary report was created, and then the chart is created. Right. So I'm going to tell you that how this chart is wrong. The chart is okay, it is created, but there is missing that there are how many files? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottom lines, whereas it has brought only 4 lines, right? So this is our today's topic, that how can we make the changes in the program so that we don't have to make the corrections in the code each time we run it, right? First of all, see what is the correction. So I delete this chart and I click here, right? So the correction is that I run it again for you, right? Okay, Alt F11. I'm going to run the summary report. Okay, due to error, you might got lost the focus on it. So let's run it again. So the summary is created and the chart is also created, right? So let me click it here. Yeah. So this is the chart, and this is a chart. It is an incomplete chart because 5 lines should have the 5 plottings. So it must have missed the last one, right? Because each time there is a new line is coming, and we have to make the changes in the program so that the complete data is used. So let's go to the chart pro, Alt F11. So this is our procedure, and this was our procedure, and here is the chart pro. So let's go to the chart pro. To go to the chart pro, Control F, yeah, and it will take you to the sub chart pro, right? Okay, so you can see 6. This 2 is okay. B2 is okay. Why? Because this will never change. But if you put 7 or 6, then the next entry will be 7. If you put 7, the next entry will be 8. If you know, so in the code, if you see, it is B2 is fine. B2 will always be B2, but each time then you have to make all the 6s to 7 and 7 to 8, 6. So let's make all these 6 to 7 so that you know how much amount of work you would need to do if you don't remove these hard coding. You have to address it, and there is a way to do it. I'm going to tell you in this that you don't have to do it again and again and go to the code and make the changes, right? So it means your code needs the elimination of the hard coding. This is the hard coding, yeah. So now we run it again. So this time it will give you the right graph. Let's run it. Our program is here. Summary report. Run it. So now the graph which is going to come, this is going to show you the 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. The last entry is 3.78. That's right. Click through the same. And this is 22.2005. That's right. This is the watch time hours. 22 hours you have watch time. It's increasing. That's good news for me, that we started at 12 hours and on the first day, and later on it went slowly to 16 to 17, now 20, now 22 within one day. That's a great achievement, right? Okay, so this how it is done. Now back to the topic. Our topic is what we don't want this hard coding to be, that we don't want to change every time we add a new file in here. Then we change. We will have to adjust it, right? So that's wrong. It is, we have already done some sort of that job in here, that whenever a new file comes, it automatically comes. Sorry, whenever a new file comes, it automatically, you don't have to worry that you don't have to change the code, it is picking automatically all the names of the file, and it is there is no need to go and remove the hard coding, right? So this is the flexible code, but the chart code is hard coding. It has the hard coding. Hard coding is not good for a good programmer. And a professional programmer, they always write the code for once and do not want that the user will call them again, that make the adjustment in the codes, so that a new situation has arrived, a new file has come, or a new figures have to be adopted. So therefore, how to do this? We have done it by making this change, right? So I want that changes to be undone, so that we do it in the right way. Undo. Go find next. Yeah. So this was 7. So let's make it 7. So what we do, what would happen, that when we have a new file, when we have a new file in the given folder, so we don't have to we then don't have to want we do not want that we have to make the adjustment on daily basis. So what will we do? We will make the change in the code, such a change that will make the hard coding disappear, do away with the hard coding, and making the code flexible. Okay, so our target is this. This is hard coding. This is not hard coding. This is fine. Means this is not bothering us. What the thing is bothering us is that we always have to change from 7 to 8, then 8 to 9, like 7. So all the sevens we have to focus. So we will initialize a variable, that is, for example, LR, last row. LR is equal to what? LR is equal to what? So we will say here that we bring the summary sheet here, right? So watch and get back to the code. Okay, so that we can watch the summary at the same time. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I want to actually, this position is correct. All right. Okay. Now we want to remove this hard coding, and for this we need to set a variable LR here. Okay. So LR, you can give any name to it. You can also write last row. It will keep on changing from 7 to 8. So how would we write the 7 here? If we write 7 here, okay, and we replace this 7 with last row and last row. Okay, last row. Wherever we find 7, we have to do this only once for later on. We don't have to do anything, right? Now this is the 7 here. This 7 is going to be replaced with the and sign, and then a last row. The last row is 7, right? And then we are going to put a double quote here and here, and this last row. That's it. So we have removed the hard coding from here, but this is still a hard coding. So each time you have to make it 8, so that it is not. So we will discuss it later. First of all, let's remove all the 7s with this. Okay, so we put a here. This is the 7. So we put a double quote and then Control V. Yeah, and space. So we can also use this Control C, and wherever we find 7, we do this. One more 7 is here. Okay. Control V. This is nothing. So all the hard codings are gone except one. So let's see. It should work. it should work. Though it's not complete, we have to do now. Previously, we had to do a lot of work. Now we only have to do this much of work. Means you have to make it 8 or 6 or so on and so forth, right? So let's run it. Alt F11. This is our summary report. Let's run. Now, since it is completed, the file it is still doing. Okay, it means our adjustments have been taken and there's no error. All the 5 dots are here. All the 5 files have been listed in the summary sheet. So it's all fine. Now, so far so good. Now let's make the adjustment, the final thing. Yeah, this 7 is still not required. We want it to be calculated by the system automatically so that we do not worry if any maybe 100 files, 1,000 files, 10,000 files, or say 1 lakh files, 100,000 files are there. So the system should not require you to do anything in this code. So you have to do something here. So what we have to do is we want some calculation that will tell you that what is this. One way of doing, there are different ways of doing it. I show you one way. What is this? Let's get rid of this. Yeah. If we put our cursor here, that is B, and we press Control down, so this will tell you that this will directly take you to the 7th row, right? So why not do this? The same in the code. You see, okay, range B2 bracket close dot end. This is as if you have pressed, hold down the control, and Excel down, right? Okay, then dot row. This will tell you every time, no matter how many files you have in this folder. If there are 15 files, it will automatically become 15 because the last item in this row is placed on the 15th row. So it will become 15, and the rest you don't have to worry. You have already done it, right? So let's run it so that we make it sure that there is no mistake in our code. Finally, we run it. Alt F11. Alt F11, and we go to our summary report and we run it. Okay, it is taking all the files, making the summary, plotting the graph, and getting back to your code. That's it. So this time, this is going to take you to the graph flexibly and without any, means you have eliminated all the hard coding, and it is now flexible, and it is adapting as many number of files as available. All are adapted in the range, right? So this is our today's means the topic. The last topic is the how to do. In the previous, if you omit the title command, you will find. Let's go to the chart row. Find next. Yeah. What is it doing? The last thing is that it is changing the title. So, but the users would say that how would we remember the syntax of all these, right? So I'm telling you that I also didn't know that how to. I don't remember. So how do I get to this syntax? I tell you the way how to get to know that what is the kind of the way to change the title of the chart. The title of the chart, if omitted, let's omit it and run it. Then it will become unavailable, and it will still place a chart, but in place of title, it will be written TITLE title, right? Let's run it one more time so that you see this will go away. Yeah, okay. You see, chart title. The title, when chart title is omitted, is not available in the code. We made it unavailable by commenting it, by use of apostrophe with it, right? So what happened? Yeah, that it did not execute this, so the chart title was achieved. So suppose you don't have this command here, even available in here, then how would you know how to make changes in the chart setting, like chart title or what? So the best way is the Google way. We'll go to the Google sheet. Let's run this Google. Yeah, this is, I hope you are watching and it is appearing in the section of your tool. So this is taking you directly to the thing which you are looking for. And this is the command. Chart title.text is equal to this. Control C. Now, how to take it? We have put the Control C here. Now let's get back to our code in Excel. This is our code. This is our Excel, right? And here we will write active chart dot chart title is equal to, and here whatever we write, the trend analysis, right? So let's run the summary report. Yeah. So this chart title will change to the trend analysis. You see, trend analysis, whatever you have written. So this how you make the changes, even if you do not know how to write the code. All you need to do is get the code from the Google, and before the code, you will, while googling, you will write VBA, then press a space, and then say chart title. Right. So the chart title command will be there, and pick and place it intelligently in the code, and do that hit and error, trial and error, and this will enable you to that increase your knowledge of the syntax of the VBA code. So this is now the end of our today's session. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I look forward to your feedback and support to my channel. Thank you very much.